I wish I could say it's been smooth sailing since our last episode, my friends, but that would be a major lie. Pro tip, do not answer any kind of questions about an individual player who may be unhappy because you may accidentally make a promise you're going to sell them. Because we did that with Caio Henrique. Didn't realize it was going to happen, but now he's expecting to be sold. Luckily, this $14.75 million offer we got from Schalke, he has absolutely no interest in, so we at least can reject this one. But that is not the only issue we have been having with the young 21-year-old right winger, who, by the way, is the absolute star of our team. He has not once but twice been caught out and missed either training or the last match because he was drinking the night before. I'm starting to feel like we may just need to move him on for the betterment of team morale, because it also happened with our 21-year-old center back, Igor, another stalwart of this team, another member who is supposed to be the future of this squad, and things, my friends, are just falling apart. Dynamically speaking, we could be better. Our managerial support still isn't so bad. Our team cohesion still through the roof, but with this type of save, with the same guys year after year after year being part of the squad, that's pretty natural. Our club atmosphere, though, has taken a dip. We've got 4 players who are unhappy. Mateus Conceição wants to leave to get better playing time. Can't say I blame him. He often does not make our match day squad. Unfortunately, right now, nobody really wants him. Manuel Rodriguez wants to move to a club with a stronger squad. We kind of convinced him that it's going to be okay here because we've got the youngsters coming up. He's still waiting for that promise to be fulfilled. Caio Henrique wants to move to a bigger club. Right now, there are 6 guys on his side, 6 guys on my side. It's kind of split down the middle. I don't know why anybody would want our best player to leave, but c'est la vie, and welcome to Football Manager. I hope you enjoy your stay. And Luis Roberto is unhappy because we made a promise either to loan him out or renew his contract. I don't remember which one. Either way, we failed. And all of that has had an effect on our results on the pitch. A 1-1 draw on the road against Atlético Paranaense, then a 2-2 draw at home against Bragantino before we fell to a weaker Santos team. I don't know why we have so much trouble with Santos this year, but we seem to. Before returning home to take on Corinthians, again, a 1-1 draw. We needed to tie this one up with just a couple of minutes left. Caio Henrique was the hero of that one. Took on CRB, 0-0. Decent match by Jonathan in goal, but really everybody else was pretty much pedestrian before we finally picked up our first victory in a calendar month against Athletic, 3-1 on the road before returning home and absolutely falling apart against Internacional. They put 4 past Jonathan of their 5 shots on target. Luckily for us, it hasn't really affected us too much on the table. We find ourselves in 8th place, which is lower than we wanted to be and where we were just a couple of episodes ago. But 23 matches in, we sit on 32 points, still well ahead of where we need to be to ensure safety for next year. In fact, we find ourselves 11 points away from the drop zone, but 21 off of the top of the table. Corinthians really running away with it so far this year. And this is all leading into our first match of the knockout rounds of the Copa Libertadores. We are taking on Belgrano. We are in Argentina, and we are trying to put our best foot forward. Caio Henrique is back in. He's now paid 2 weeks worth of wages in fines for those infractions. Hopefully he has learned his lesson. It's going to be Jonathan in goal. Aside from the last match, he actually has been fairly strong in between the sticks. A back 4 of Ivanzinho, Igor, Canella, and Souza Silva. He's been rotating in with Zorzanon. We have decided to move on from JP. We have loaned him out to Serie B. We'll get into more of that after the match. Our midfield 3 is Beto, Edson, Jose, and Leonardo. Rodriguez is on the left-hand side. Arisvaldo Pereira, with his 14 goals, is up top. And Caio Henrique, 17 goals, 14 assists. So very vital to this team. He may not be here for much longer, but he's getting the start at right wing. Another important thing about this match is to note that we are not the favorites as we come in. Look at the size of this stadium and the size of this crowd. Things are getting serious in the Copa Libertadores. If we are able to get a nice result here at Belgrano, take that back to Novelli Jr., we do stand a chance of moving forward. But if I remember the draw, we have a chance of being drawn against Atlético Nacional from Colombia. So our trip in South American competition could end a little bit more abruptly than I would like. Now, we do need to solidify our position in the league. So our domestic run has not been the greatest as of late, as we've just alluded to. We are probably most likely going to still be safe, and we are probably most likely still going to make some kind of continental competition. Is it going to be the Copa Libertadores again? That I do not know. As things stand right now, obviously not. Edson Jose in control. Loses it though. Tulian ahead for Jaimes. Looking for Godoy. Gets a step. It is off of the inside of the post. It goes out, and it will be an Ituano goal kick. And we just got incredibly lucky. Hopefully, we can take advantage of that big gap in the midfield that Belgrano seems to have. With the two strikers up front, although they do have the one striker that drops back, but there's a lot of open space that we can potentially exploit on the counterattack if we have the opportunity. Now, right now, it's 3 shots on goal for either team, 1 shot on target for either team. We are currently dominating in possession, which is going to hopefully serve us well as this match goes on. Beto finding Leonardo. Can we get it across that midfield stripe? Leonardo switches over to the right side. He's got Souza Silva, knocks it past his man, plays it forward. Edson Jose around the edge of the box, takes it deeper, gets around his guy, drops it to Leonardo coming into the box late, and Leonardo gives it to Ituano, a 1-0 lead on the road. That is one of the things I do absolutely love about the way we have our midfield set up, is we always will have that player coming late, whether it is Leonardo or Beto. There's always going to be somebody who is trailing the play that if we can get the ball free to them, we will be able to take advantage. And we did just that with the 16-year-old. Leonardo off of the free kick, looking for Igor. It's headed away. Jaimes in control for Belgrano. We do get a number of players back behind the ball, and we slow them down, but they are still in possession as Tulian takes it up that left side. Edson Jose, though, gets in the way of that one. Souza Silva playing it forward. Caio Enrique getting a touch, but the whistle will blow, and that will be the end of the first half. A very solid 45 minutes. We had the momentum through most of the latter half of that first half, and I'm hoping that we can keep that going. We have dominated possession. We have taken a number of shots. We do need to get a few more on target, but right now we are leading, as I like to say, where it counts on the scoreboard. It's Ituano 1, Belgrano 0, and if we continue to play this way on the road, then I am very optimistic for the home leg, which is coming up a little later on in this episode. Edson Jose in control. We've played 50 minutes. Igor up the left side. Ivan Zinho with a bit of space will drop it off to Leonardo and then go up the line. Rodriguez, Edson Jose quickly to Pereira. In the middle, Edson Jose charging up. Daniel getting a piece of it and will be knocked behind for an Ituano corner. Good goaltending there by Belgrano as we continue to put the pressure on the home team in this match. Like I said, they came into this one about 45% of the vote favorites to win this one. We were only about 25%, and we are going to have to make a change because Ivan Zinho has picked up an injury. I'm not sure why we can't see what that is, but it means that Velasquez is coming in. He's feeling a little apprehensive. Now we're going to make him, we're going to just put him in the fullback position. We're not going to have him bomb as far forward as maybe we would, since he's not really feeling that great. Jaimes, great long throw up the line. He's in control. Looks back post for Velasquez. It's cleared away, but only as far as Brunetto. Getting around Caio Enrique. Looking for Lungo, and oh my God. Are you absolutely joking me? Another stupid penalty we have given away, and Velasquez, newly into the match, is the culprit. And with just under 62 minutes gone on the clock, Belgrano with an opportunity from 12 yards away to even this one up. Let's see what Jonathan can do against Godoy. Not bloody much. Less than 20 minutes ago, we are going to make a very quick change. Lionel Turqueta coming in for Leonardo, the goal scorer. He was just feeling a little bit knackered. We were watching him as he was lagging a little bit on the pitch, so he has come off. We've made that one change James Rodriguez knocks it away from Godoy, who wins it back. James in for Gatti. That will miss the target. I am not sure how it did, but I am very thankful it did. Meanwhile, Caio Henrique not having the greatest match, so we will bring in Luis Roberto. Still, if we're able to hold on to a 1-1 draw, that is not a terrible result on the road in the Copa Libertadores against the team near the top of the table in Argentina. We are coming out of Brazil, which is obviously a very strong nation for football in this competition. There are a lot of teams that were participating at the beginning, and well earned, and we were one of them, and we have earned this spot. If it weren't for the penalty given up by Velasquez, we probably would have come away with the victory here. As it stands right now, we are heading for the home leg, tied 1-1 on aggregate. If this were a different kind of save, I would be excited about this, but we have been offered the opportunity to interview with Bayern München. Now, obviously, we are not joining Bayern Munich. We are here at Ituano. We are happy at Ituano. The whole point of the save is to be here at Ituano, but dare we dream. More on the Caio Henrique transfer saga. I'm very glad we got this offer in from Borussia Mönchengladbach because it drew my attention to the fact that somehow, some way, a $4.3 million offer from Lille was accepted, and he was in advanced talks with the Ligue 1 side. He's got a $45 million release clause to foreign clubs. Obviously, because of that stupid promise that we were forced to make, we are probably going to have to sell him this season. I ain't doing it, though, for $4.3 million. At least Gladbach has the decency to offer us 15. Oh, and I did promise more information on JP. Really, the only reason why I pushed it off is because at the time I just couldn't remember who he went to. We have sent him off to Série B. He's going to be finishing off the season with Avaí. We tried to negotiate the Gladbach offer, and unfortunately they did not want to agree to our terms. We're trying to meet them in the middle between where they were and the release clause. Caio Henrique is not happy about that, and apparently neither are the team leaders. They've demanded a meeting. The thing is, Carlau, Canella, and Edson Jose are currently very positive, so I'm leaving the meeting. I mean, if you have an opportunity to not destroy your team dynamics, you should take it. Another member of the team, though, has moved down on loan. João Henrique just wasn't getting a ton of playing time, just 6 appearances in the Sao Paulo State Championship, none in Serie A. Even though we thought we were going to use him at the beginning of the year, we've decided to loan him out for the rest of the season to Mirassol. Naturally, because we're not getting a break at all this season, we did have a league game in between the two legs of the Copa Libertadores, and we managed a 1-1 draw against Flamengo, who started the day in 3rd place. Now, it did drop us a spot into 9th, but we were able to salvage a draw. We had to rotate quite a bit due to some players being out with the flu, which is super convenient at this point, including Arisvaldo Pereira, but it is what it is. In reality, what we need to do is just put all of that noise behind us. Velasquez is going to get the start at left back, even though we gave up the penalty in the first leg. Ivanzinho is one of those players out with the flu. He'll be joined on the back line by Igor Canella and Souza Silva. Beto will be at the base of the midfield behind Leonardo and Edson Jose. It's going to be Gabriel Rosero once again getting the start as our false 9, and Rodriguez, Caio Henrique on the wings with Jonathan once again in goal. The sad thing is that we truly don't have a lot of good options in goal. Whether it's Jonathan or Pedro Mantovani, right now I see it as 6 of one, half dozen of another, so we might as well play the younger guy and see if he develops into something a little bit better. Now, if my memory is serving from Friday's episode, we do have the potential of not 1 but 2 goalkeepers coming through in our youth intake. Ball, back post, dealt with easily by Canella. Caio Henrique has got it. For the meantime, he is still with the team. Got another offer in from him from Schalke in the Bundesliga. Not interested. Backheel pass. Edson Jose into the middle, right into the path of Longo. One back by Souza Silva, but he turns it right back over. Matos, Igor steps in front of that pass. Leonardo, a lot of back and forth football right now. Edson Jose gets it from Beto up for Caio Henrique, taking it around the right side of the box, deep to Edson Jose into the middle, finds Manuel Rodriguez, puts the left footer behind Daniel to take a 1-0 lead on the night, 2-1 on aggregate. Not a bad way to start the game less than 2 minutes in. taking that 1-0 lead at home. Let's see if we can hold on. Still a ton of football left to be played. Once again, cleared though by Canella. Edson Jose in the midfield. Gabriel Rosera quickly drops it back. Leonardo across. Edson Jose keeps it away from his man. So Uza Silva at the midfield line, playing it in for Edson Jose, who turns it over to Motos. Jaimes gets around his man. It's past Igor Gatti in there, but Jonathan standing up tall at home to put it out behind for a Belgrano corner. Their first shot on goal, their first shot on target of the match, but we are still dominating in possession, much like we did in the first leg. Hopefully we can continue not only to do that, but put at least another goal up on the board. I would like to have a nice 2-goal lead on aggregate to ensure that we move through into what I believe is the quarterfinal round. Gabriel Rosera, great ball through up the middle. Rodriguez, though, saved by Daniel. It will go out for a corner. What a gorgeous pass. Manuel Rodriguez just could not beat the Argentine goalkeeper. Leonardo, once again, to Edson Jose. He's got options in front. One of them is Caio Henrique. Finds it, spins it out wide. So Uza Silva charging up that right sideline. So Uza Silva holds it up, plays it into the middle. Longo will clear it away, but right into the feet of Velasquez, who carries it deep, puts it into the middle. Save made. Daniel Edson Jose taken out. No call. Leonardo winning it back. He's got it up the left side. Circles it back. Velasquez looking back post. Settled down by Edson Jose before Brunetto gets a foot in there and plays it clear into open space. Beto, the only one in the area. I'm not 100% sure what was happening there with the Belgrano number 10, but Beto winning the ball back. Plays it to Igor, near side, Velasquez. He's got a bit of space before he is cut off almost, but he's able to get around his man. Plays it in, back post, Caio Henrique right into the waiting hands of Daniel. Beautiful play back and forth, I have got to say. And looks like Belgrano is coming up on the counterattack before it's lost. So Uza Silva, Caio Henrique, Edson Jose in the midfield. Beto out first. So Uza Silva. We are losing possession, I grant you, but we are doing a really good job of gaining it back when we need to. Gabriel Rosera, though, terrible shot from range, but we are putting a ton of pressure on this Belgrano team, outshooting them 5-1, but Lopez with a free kick, winning the spot kick from Leonardo, and Elias Lopez somehow gets it in. I don't know if this took a deflection off of the wall. It looked like it took a bit of an odd trajectory. There were 5 Ituano players in the way, and it looks like it may have ricocheted off of the crotch of Igor, off of the bar and in, and this tie is once again even. It's now 2-2, but let's see if Leonardo can return the favor for Ituano in the 29th minute. Oh, he clips it off of the crossbar. So very close, and yet so far Daniel earning the goal kick as a result. He'll lay it short to Fedorko. Lopez finds Gatti in space along the near side. Good job tracking back by Beto. Although actually that's Manuel Rodriguez, although over the top into space. Lopez is there. Matos' shot will be deflected out behind, but it looks like they were offside as the assistant referee's flag has gone up. We still have about an hour remaining in this match, and even though we are leading in so many ways, we are losing in so many more, including our striker in Gabriel Rosera. So we are going to bring in Fabiano Jaeger. I feel like Caio Henrique is best served in that role. We are going to make him that target forward. I think it suits Jaeger better. He's 6'2", if I am not mistaken, and much more of that big man in the middle that we don't necessarily rely on all the time. Ball played out to the far sideline. Caio Henrique in control into the middle. Leonardo's got Jaeger ahead. Across for Rodriguez. Left wing feed. Velasquez tries to push it past his man. He still got it along the sideline. Dropping it in. Caio Henrique back post in the middle. Finds Fabiano Jaeger, who finds the back of the net. 41 minutes in. It is 2-1. Ituano on the night. We have taken a 3-2 aggregate lead, and Velasquez got this all started. Nice cross. Caio Henrique kind of having to retreat for it, so he puts it in the middle instead. Lazarte tries to get his foot on it, but Fabiano Jaeger doing a fantastic job getting his head on that one and putting it past Daniel. Leonardo with a chance just about a minute and a half later from range off of the free kick. Daniel having to make a fantastic save, and it really was a beautiful one, and that may keep Belgrano in this match. Leonardo, Igor, goal off of the corner kick. Leonardo, what a delivery. Igor, majestic in the air. It's 4-2 Ituano. What a fantastic final couple of minutes in that first half, and we have now taken a stranglehold on this tie. 45 minutes, though, still left to go, but Belgrano with quite the hill to climb as we have managed to rocket ourselves out to a 4-2 aggregate lead. Matos, though, has it deep. Canella knocks it away. Caio Henrique is there to pick up the loose change. Henrique moving it forward, waiting for Jaeger to get in position, dishes it instead to Edson Jose. Moving it forward. Edson Jose moving it to his left, around the side. Caio Henrique's got it deep, moves it left. Edson Jose is in. He puts it past Daniel, and Edson Jose makes it 5-2 Ituano. At this point, I feel the match is pretty much elementary, but I do not want to count our chickens before they have hatched. We have scored a number of goals in a very short period of time. Belgrano could very easily do the same, but I do think that we are going to get some fresh legs out there as we have hit the hour mark in this match. Matos in the middle, Jaimez wide open, but Velasquez gets there first. Gatti back in control. We'll lay it back to Fedorko. Longo challenges his man, gets it to Jaimez. Matos is in, but he can't beat Jonathan. It's put behind for a corner. Another massive diving stave for our big young goalkeeper. So let us make some alterations. What have I done here? Holy cow, were we way out of position with some of our guys. Let's bring in De Silva in place of Edson Jose. Caio Henrique will come out as well. We'll bring in Lionel Torqueta because Luis Roberto is feeling anxious, and Eric will take the place of Beto as we have made our second, third, and fourth changes of the match with 25 minutes remaining in this one and a very solid 4-1 lead on the night and 5-3 lead on aggregate. Just 3 shots on goal, 3 shots on target for Belgrano in this one. We have pretty much kept them at bay since they were able to equalize this match at 1 earlier on. And Velasquez, what are you doing? Oh my God, we are going down to 10 men. Velasquez going in. He gave up the penalty in the first leg. He has now given up a red card, so we're going to drop Eric back next to Igor. We're going to go with 2 men in the midfield. Canella is going to move into that left back position, and we just need to pray that Belgrano is not going to be able to take advantage of us being down to 10 men for the final 20 minutes of this match. I'm not changing the team mentality. That is just a kiss of death. Igor getting it off of the throw-in. Leonardo to Rodriguez back for Canella. Rodriguez once again up that left side. He's got it a little deep. He'll be challenged. Gets around his man. Lays it free for Leonardo. Daniel. Did he get a hand on it? Nope. It's going to be a goal kick. It looks like it missed everything. But what an absolute golden opportunity that Leonardo just could not take advantage of. 10 minutes remaining in this one. We do have one change that we can make, and we are going to do so. We are going to get Pello Alexandre out on the left wing. Why not? That's not really a position that he plays, but sometimes needs must because we have Torqueta out on the right side. We could have done like a non-like for like switch, but it is what it is. Belgrano managing to rattle off 10 shots, so they are trying to take advantage of us being down a man. However, they've only gotten 1 additional shot on target. They did not do a good enough job. We did. It's a 4-1 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate, and we are moving on in the Copa Libertadores. Christian Velasquez, of course, picked up a ban for the next match in the Copa Libertadores. We have appealed. We're obviously going to lose that because I've never actually heard of anyone winning an appeal of a red card. We're also going to be without Gabriel Reserva for the next week and a half or so. We have a lot of fixtures still to come. Originally, the plan was going to be the Corinthians legs of the fourth round of the Copa do Brasil, but we're moving on in the Copa Libertadores. Not sure when those matches are coming up. We're either coming back for the Cup or we're coming back for the next round of the Copa Libertadores. Either way, we're going to bring you that next round of continental competition. So it's going to be a crapshoot. Where we're going to end up tomorrow, I don't know. We'll find out together.